How's it going, my fellow Diecast tragics? Today we will be looking at a brand new one here from Corgi, of course, and it is a Messerschmitt BF-109, a G2 trop, tropical, obviously, and it is red one as flown by Werner Schroer while commanding a JG-27, of course, in Greece, yes. So it does look very nice on that box art, although the double antenna on the spine is a little bit weird. We have done quite a few aircraft that he did fly, good old Werner, and although he only flew 197 combat missions, as you all well know, he did achieve 114 aerial victories, including 26 four-engine bombers, and was also one of the most successful Luftwaffe pilots operating in the North African campaign, second only to, obviously, Hans-Joachim Marseille. Well, enough said about Werner, and we need to really open this box, so let's get it done. All right, we'll just lift that lid up, and what do we have here? We have the usual beautiful packet, and that aircraft does look quite nice. It does obviously come with the collector card. How many is there? A limited run of 1,600, so it does obviously have some information on the back there, and of course, if collector cards are your thing, well, you'll be happy about that. So if we get that out of the box, and we actually open the plastic part, make a little bit of noise, and release this awesome looking, hopefully awesome looking model, and get it into our little hand. So it does have the usual stand, of course. It's all plastic, so yeah, there's no metal content in the stand at all. And you do get that little baggie that does have the fuel tank and the gear down options by the looks of it. Right, and let us see if this does come out. So we better push. Oh, push. Jeez. And give birth to this. Now let us have a little look. That does look very nice. Wow. That is pretty cool. We'll zoom in so you can actually see those really cool details. Well, there is a little Werner inside there, as you can see, but the actual paintwork is really good. As I said, I'm not 100% sure about those two aerials there, but, well, if it's on there, they must be right. I always have found that a little bit weird, but it does look fantastic, though. Let's do the test. New Corgi propellers do not have the free spinning ability that they are used to. I think they have tightened up on the oiling. But I reckon these do look really nice, though. The paint finish itself is awesome. You can see his aerial victories on the back there. That red tail and the white markings really does stand out. Of course, it's got the correct period markings, and there's red one right there. That does look nice. I don't think anything comes off, like as in cow, like you had with the early 109s, the E's. But I think overall, this does look really superb. Details are excellent. We'll have a little look underneath, of course, and check that out. I think the tooling of this is really excellent. It's got a nice detail. Obviously, it's set up for in-flight. I'm not sure why the tank... Oh, maybe... Look, if we put the stand in like that, maybe that's why they keep the tank separate, because maybe it doesn't... yeah, you've got to sort of... yeah, you can't actually keep the tank on with it in flight, so, like, not properly anyway. So that is unfortunate. So that was, well, obviously the in-flight option for you guys that, well, like to have it in flight. Does look very good. I reckon it's pretty cool, of course. I do like my Messerschmitt. Let's put it in gear down. It's not going to be too hard to do that. It's just the fact of taking these two pieces out and hopefully managing to put them in the right spot. Come on. Oh. It's nice and stuck. As I said, this is brand new, brand spanking new, which is always really good. Let's see if that sits in there. I'm pretty sure that's the right way. Let's go and put that one in. It seems to sit in there nice enough. And of course, we can put our tank on in the correct position, and that is all set up gear down. Beautiful. Let's chuck it on the deck, of course. And it sits on there beautifully. Now, I suppose we should chuck it on the scales. Let us do that. And how much does this Corgi Messerschmitt weigh, of course? They are not huge. The old 109s are not a bigger aircraft, especially when compared to, say, a P-47. We got 89 grams, so that is that. It's under 100 grams, so we will wind up the video. So let's zoom in, I suppose, a fraction, and so you can actually see it while I finish with this. Now, of course, I'll take the photos, throw them on at the end. You can check it out without seeing my sausage fingers all over it. And of course, if you like what you see, always feel free to throw a couple of those my way, of course, and always feel free to drop a comment below if you've got something to say about the particular model or anything in general about our hobby. And don't forget, if you are watching and you do enjoy what you see, feel free to subscribe to the channel as well. Everybody is welcome. Now I'll wind up the video. I will not talk your ear off any further. And of course, the most important part I like to mention is thanking you, the viewer, for dropping past to check out another one of my videos. I hope you really did enjoy what you saw today. And if you did, maybe go out and hunt for one yourself and add it to your own collection. All right, everyone. Thanks so much for watching, and you all have a fantastic rest of your day. Cheers, everyone.